All right, it's the
Go
Freeform
ahead.
Rock Podcast after show. Hey, man, look, it's Charles, man. We haven't seen you on here in a while. What's up, brother?
What's up? Being that I took over for our guest today, Lee Gersman,
Huh.
the phenomenal one. I want to ask
Oh.
Lee off the rip. Don't go, oh. First of all, we got to do Grease 2 on your show.
Yeah, I'll get back to you either tonight or tomorrow about
Okay.
that
And
about
yeah,
that.
I got a friend that wants a guest on that. But
All
you
right.
and I alone must do the
For
Quicksilver Messenger
oh,
service in you. Because
all right.
that's when you've made me do everything on. But
Oh,
I got a friend that wants to grease too. So when we can get to that, we'll
okay.
get.
All right. Okay.
Um,
All right.
however, Lee Gersman,
Yeah.
you have done a ton of AI stuff now. You're Mr. AI with the pictures.
Yeah.
What do you think of this newest Beatles song, Now and Then?
I didn't hear it. And
What?
Well, he isn't.
You must.
I
Wait,
think it's because I wasn't really greatly eager to yet.
what?
I mean, it's like it takes me a while before I get into that. Well, I'll put it to you like this. Um, it's the idea is like an interesting curiosity, and if you want, I can maybe after we're done, I'll take a quick listen to it. But if it's like Free as a Bird or any of the other stuff, I'm just thinking it's just going to be another one of those things, like giving the idea that the Beatles broke up at the right time. So, unless it's spectacular, I'm probably going to say that about this song
I
too.
think you'll like it better than Free as a Bird in real love because I think
I
the
don't think
sound quality is
yeah,
better.
I don't know that you'll stand my head behind that when you hear it.
Okay. Is it maybe a little more rocking?
No, it has an orchestra though. You like orchestras?
No,
No?
Um, I'll I'll wait to pass judgment and gas.
watch the video, the actual official video.
All
Don't just
right.
listen to it.
All right.
I I think you'll be kind of moved.
Okay.
Maybe you'll have a bowel movement.
Well,
No way, no way.
mm,
Lee's not that silly.
Lee, he didn't like Real Love or Free as a Bird, but
Well, I
I
like Free as a
I
Bird,
didn't
but
hate it. I didn't
I do
hate it.
think Free as a Bird, I think they should do what they did with this track on Free as a Bird.
Oh,
I do
okay.
think that.
All right. I think that maybe all right. Here is some that I will say. There is a possibility that because it's AI, I might like it a little bit better. Not because I'm saying that AI should replace what humans beings do, unless the human beings who are doing it are not that talented. But I would have to say that they at least um, don't have the machines. I guess don't have the bias of people who um, don't really put a lot of thought into it. And I think maybe Real Love and all that, all they did was just try to um, maybe fill up what wasn't there to fill up, whereas maybe they're filling in more with some more interesting stuff this time around.
Well,
Maybe.
I promise you, Lee, unlike those others,
Uh-huh. It's
this is
more
phenomenal.
interesting. Okay.
Yo. And I love Free. I do love Free as a Bird.
I
I
do
don't
too.
like Real Love as much. I think it was kind of like whatever. But
All right.
this would show what AI can do for the positive.
All right. In that case, I will be eager to listen to it after.
Yeah.
And you know Rick Beato at all, Lee?
I watched his videos. At first, I kind of was into him, but then he kept talking about songs that I thought were mediocre, and so I think he's very talented, but I think he likes a little too many things. That's me.
But he showed how the AI made this song because
Oh, okay.
he played the piano and sang, and then he showed how the program
Yeah.
separated, because that's really what ended up happening. They
Okay.
pulled Lennon's vocal, Paul played the piano, and
Oh,
then they added
all right.
whatever they needed to from that.
Oh, okay.
But he showed how it's done. And so
All right.
AI can be a good thing, a
Yeah.
horrible thing, used in the wrong
Yeah.
way. But in
Yeah.
this, I know
Yeah.
Mark said he cried the first time he heard it. I never cried,
Mm,
but when I saw the
mm,
actual video that Peter Jackson made,
Yeah, that's a good one too.
which came out the day after the audio came out, I
mm.
did get like, oh, this is so phenomenal.
Because I
This,
watched the documentary first on how they made it, and they made it with love. And then I heard the finished product, which made me cry because I saw the documentary first.
but the
And heard the
video is
song.
so
Mm.
cool,
All
isn't
the
it,
newer
Mark?
video is like they all disappear at the end. It's like sad.
It's so cool. But
Mm.
Lee, did you hear the new Rolling Stones album?
I heard almost all of it.
What did you think of
I
it?
I I will say I think it's probably the closest to being about as good as Steel Wheels, which I really like. And I
Ew.
think that it's definitely
Huh.
a step up from their last few albums
Bigger Bang.
before it.
Yeah.
I like Bigger
But
Bang.
but I would say that after a while it seemed more like it could be background music, like it's good, but it's like you could see that maybe if they continue this trend, then the next one will be like a copy of this,
It's like
but
Aerosmith in the
but
90s.
it
It
is
wasn't the
good.
same.
Oh yeah. But what I will say is I do think is this is a lot better than the Aerosmith of the 90s.
No,
Yes.
Pump
I
kicks
agree.
ass. Pump, fucking Permanent
Mm.
Vacation. I love fucking Get a
Lee,
Grip.
I'll
what do you
put it to
think
you
about
like
the
this.
song?
I probably would listen to the Rolling Stones album again a few times by choice. I
Yeah.
will probably never listen to Pump on my own unless someone nags me.
We've never
Lee, what
done
do
a
you think
Pump
about the
review.
song with
Ooh.
Lee? What do you think about the song with Lady Gaga and Stevie
Um
Wonder?
I probably liked that one. I wasn't paying attention to them being on it, but I think I remember that, and I think I liked it.
I got the impression you didn't like most of the album, Charles, but now you seem to be changing your mind.
I didn't say that.
Well, I think you only liked like what was there 12 songs on it?
You
I
didn't
think you liked
listen to that. You didn't obviously listen to what I said. I love this song with Paul.
yeah, but I think you only like 5 songs though. That's not a complete album.
I mean, they're 80, dude.
I know, but it's not a great album.
It's not as good as this Beatles song.
No, but I'm saying it's 5 good songs and then it's just like shit. So
I love
I
the
think I'm
song.
I think
love
I'm
the song with Bill
defending it
Wyman
more
on
now
it.
than you both are. I think I'm the one who's gonna be more defending it.
No, but you can't say it's a good album when you only liked 5 songs.
He didn't listen to the review.
I did
Him
too.
and Jerry hated it. Me
Jerry
and
liked it a
Courtney
lot.
was liking the no, we didn't.
No, you liked 5 songs. Courtney liked more of it than all of us, but you liked about 5 songs off that album.
I didn't like the 3 songs that the producer did.
Yeah.
I loved Why You Get Your Butt On with Paul. I love
That was a
it.
good song. I agree with you.
I love the one with Wyman. I love the one with Lady Gaga.
I like that one
agree with
too.
Jerry. It
You've
was
only
just
named
fun.
4. I thought it was 5.
But the Beatles, as always, when people are like, "Oh, it's better," duh.
That's
It's
what
Lennon and McCartney. It's Lennon and McCartney. They wrote the Rolling Stones' first hit, right, Lee?
Yep.
A
Lee, I
throwaway
think
song.
Lee thinks Lennon and McCartney are overrated. He has better songwriters to watch.
Really,
I grew up.
really.
I grew up influenced by the Beatles. What I will say is that I like a lot of the Rolling Stones songs that they wrote as much as the Beatles.
But
I
were they
love the
better
Rolling Stones.
songwriters, though, Lee?
I think they were.
I think fans of bands are more critical of their own bands than they are of other people's bands. It's like, we love the Rolling Stones, and I'm going, this isn't up to snuff to like those 2 songs they put on the greatest hits, like Doom and Gloom. I was expecting something like Doom and Gloom, but this producer, Andrew Watt, gets in there and fucking softens them and takes the sleaze away.
Did the Rolling Stones ever write
I
a day
didn't-
in life?
Who?
No, and that's not one of my favorite songs.
That is the best song ever, but yeah.
That's not your
No.
favorite song, Lee?
No, I don't.
Where have
I
you
don't
been?
I don't really care for it.
He hates A Day in Life.
What's your favorite Beatles song, Lee?
I don't mind it. I like to listen to like isolated tracks of it and see the. Oh, I like stuff more like. Well, I do like Octopus's Garden, and I like Tomorrow Never Knows, and I like stuff like Everybody's Got Something to Hide, and I like
Phil Collins does a great cover of Tomorrow Never Knows, by the way.
And I like Birthday, and I like Back in the USSR, and Love You Too.
You like Dear Prudence?
And Hello,
Glass
Goodbye,
Onion
and I
rules.
Am the Walrus. I don't like Dear Prudence much.
How about Susie and the Banshees, Dear Prudence? You like that version?
Do you like
Don't ask me about any more ballads, please.
Dear Prudence isn't a ballad.
You like I Want You, She's So Heavy, B?
I think that it gets repetitive a bit much during that last part, where they cut up da 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 da. I heard the unedited goes da 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 da. It ends the way it begins, but they cut it off to make it seem like they went on forever, which they didn't.
No.
Hey, Lee, I've never asked you this question. Maybe I have. I'm drunk. But what is your favorite band of all time in rock? Rock and metal. I'm gonna segregate you.
Right now, I'll say Jethro Tull.
Because I don't want to hear Chick Corea. You killed Charles.
You like Flute, Lee?
Yeah, but I would say of rock and metal bands, I would say I kind of don't have a favorite anymore, but the closest to a favorite would probably I'll put it to you like this. I probably would say Judas Priest.
Okay.
Ah,
I
I can go
thought
with
I
that.
I thought it'd be Led Zeppelin with you because you love Jimmy Page.
Oh, well, yeah, but I didn't think of them as being heavy metal.
They are rock metal.
AC/DC.
AC/DC.
AC/DC is the greatest rock band of
ACDC,
all time.
But
except I would say I would say only a few albums of Brian Johnson
I
I
agree.
think are great. But I would say, yeah, the Bon Scott period. Um,
well, yeah,
even though
duh.
not all the albums they did with him were equally good, but I would say yes, that was one of my very favorite bands growing up.
Yeah, I was
Would you
trying to.
rate
I
them
was
over? Would you rate them over the Stones, Lee? With
No,
with Bond, with Bond.
no, because
No,
that's like rating ice cream over pizza. It's like they're two totally different things.
damn. I was
Well,
trying to segue into Jimmy Page, and you guys fucked it up. Because
Well, okay.
Jimmy Page last night at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame came out and played Link Ray's Rumble. That dude
Oh,
looks so fucking amazing. The dude had his double neck guitar playing Rumble by Link
wow,
Ray.
that's
And it's
cool.
fucking amazing. I put it up in all the groups, just the short of it, just to
the
show you
greatest
what
Right on.
guitar player to ever live.
that Jimmy Page, dude. I agree with Eddie kind of strategy. He must have made a deal with the devil because he looks like same as he did 10 years ago. What the
Well,
fuck is
Eddie
going on with him?
Canestracci, and I know Lee probably feels the same way. He saw him on the solo tour. He's told me a
I
million times. And Jimmy
I
Page is my
Oh, I
favorite
saw
guitar
him with a
player.
bunch of people.
Yeah, but Jimmy
And
Page
he
is
was
my
with Paul
favorite.
Rogers. Yeah, right on.
Jimmy's
Affirm.
my favorite dude.
But as far as looking the same, the keyboard player Bob James, he looks the same as he did. He looked 80 when he started about 50 years ago, and he still looks 80.
But Jimmy's up there playing a double neck fucking guitar,
Yeah,
doing Link Ray, not Led Zeppelin shit. That dude
yeah,
played it flawlessly last night, and you heard a little mistake here and there, but fucking
yeah.
Jimmy Page, we need you to make a fucking album with a bunch of
Yeah.
different lead singers, better than Outrider, because that fucking album sucked except the Robert Plant song on that album. Get some singers and make some fucking music because you are fucking missed, Mr. Page.
Hmm.
Robert Plant's making some shitty fucking bluegrass music. Make some fucking rock music, Jimmy. You know,
Yeah.
what do you think about that, Charles? Man, I know you love Link Ray.
Yeah, but Jimmy Page is my favorite guitar player of all time.
Yeah.
Did you see
Period.
the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, him playing that?
No, because I don't hustle the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, even though it's Cleveland, the greatest city in the US.
I agree with you.
But no, I didn't, but I'll check it out. But I mean, whatever. Jimmy Page, I already know he's my favorite guitar player.
Well, the best thing about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is when you have the performances when they're good.
The greatest thing, fuck the performance. To the people that are like, fuck that place. At least go and check out the museum. The museum's worth it. You're gonna see all kinds of cool shit that the only other place I've ever been that I saw cool shit was at Graceland,
Oh, I've been there too.
which was the king of rock and roll. Period. Elvis Aaron Presley. But besides that was the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But how they put people in there, it's lame.
It might be changing though, man, after this year because
Well, yeah, because fucking dude got busted talking bad about black people. So
saying
so
they weren't smart. It's
it
like
could change.
what the
Your
fuck is
Iron
wrong with that
Maiden,
guy?
your Iron Maiden with on your hat there, they might finally go in.
They don't
Whoopee.
want to go in. They said we ain't
That's
showing up.
Bruce. That's Bruce.
That's the whole band, dude. The whole band doesn't give a fuck
That's
about it.
Bruce. They'll join. I mean, at this point, who cares? Once Kiss went in there, I was good.
Well, I agree with you. Once Rush went in there, which was in LA, and the whole fucking back row was Rush fans.
But I hear you,
There was
dude.
more
But
Rush fans than the Kiss fans.
who was more famous, Lee? Kiss or Rush?
Who's better, Kiss or Rush? Also,
I don't want to get into who's better. Who is more famous, Lee?
Kiss.
Thank you.
Who's better?
Does it
In-
say
in-
Rock and Roll Hall of
I
Fame?
would
or
say
Rock
in
and
Canada,
Roll Defense?
in Canada, Rush would be
Who's
considered more
better with
famous.
you? Who's better with you?
Yes.
Rush are better musicians. I like some of Kiss's albums better.
Really?
Thank you.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah,
I thought you'd be on the Rush side because they are not the like everybody talks about Kiss. I thought you were going to be differently.
And but what does it say?
Well-
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or rock and roll? Who the critics like more?
Well,
This
the
is Rock
critics
and Roll
did not
Fame.
like
Yeah.
Rush. They called him a fucking gremlin singing in
Who's
Rolling
more
Stones.
famous, Kiss or Rush?
I think well, Kiss
If
is
Rush
more
was still around, they would
famous,
be selling out the arenas that Kiss is barely selling out, and because they're giving
Are
up
they
tickets.
barely? Are they
Barely.
I
barely?
think that Rush did some songs well after they stopped doing a lot of the pretentious we're trying to be symphonic crap, then they got really good
You love the
from
80s
around
Rush, man.
pictures moving pictures onward. Then
You
they
love
were
it.
good.
You know what? That's why I
Then
love
they
you,
were
Lee.
good. That's
Lee.
why I'm telling you. That's when they were good.
Lee, you like the 80s Rush from like Signals on up to 90. That is
Yeah.
amazing with you because you know why all these crusty old farts, which you're a crusty old fart, don't like that era. And I love that era also. So
Yeah.
I agree with you.
I think it's better than their early stuff, except for their very first album.
Oh God.
But you also like Bon Jovi these days.
Maybe a little bit more than the others, but I don't like that group.
Lee, did I say it? I didn't say it this time. That was Charles, man.
But he did. I mean, it's
Mm.
whatever. It's okay.
Well, that's why I like Crazy Nights. It sounds like Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Crazy, crazy nights.
It's okay. I've learned to like Quicksilver Messenger Service because of Lee.
Oh, I like that band too. I gave it a good
No,
review.
you don't. You ain't even heard a song.
Dude, we did an album,
Yeah.
Lee. We did an
Yeah,
album.
we did the first album.
And I liked it, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, why'd
Yeah.
you give me the shit ones, Lee?
I gave
They-
it a good one. Because he
they-
likes
they-
to see opinions.
I've actually liked more than I didn't like, to be fair.
Hey,
Lee.
I like Chelsea better than
It's-
Kiss.
It's because
Joking.
now that's
Yikes,
that was a
bro.
joke. That was a joke.
yeah, I was gonna say now that I wouldn't agree with.
Which you would probably like. What was their first band, Lee?
Wicked Lesser.
Yes, Wicked Lester. You probably like that.
Look, I know this shit and I'm not a Kissner.
Nah.
You love flutes.
There's-
You love
There's
flutes.
a couple of songs that are good, and then the rest are like I'd like to teach the world to sing, except with a little heavier bass and drums.
Oh, like Oasis. We just did an Oasis review today.
Yeah, dude. No, they're better.
No, they're
Yeah.
not, because you really, really have loved everything I
Hey,
think.
Lee,
It's
I heard-
No,
Oasis
I'm
and
talking
Noel
about
Gallagher.
Oasis being
You
better.
have.
Shut up.
You
Lee,
have.
Lee,
You
I'm
can
gonna
hate all you want.
defend Lee on this one.
I'm saying Oasis is better than Wicked Lester. I don't want to keep saying it.
We did we did the Definitely Maybe episode, Lee. We just did a redo because Charles is a fucking Oasis tard, so we had to do that again. But I went back and listened to the episode me and you did with Dr. Fuck. You really didn't like that album.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think I did.
No, you didn't.
You
You were
change your
threatening
mind
Dr.
now.
Fuck to give him something shitty because he liked songs that you hated.
I I forgot about that. Thank you. I'm gonna have to look into something now.
But you would change your mind now because
No.
you have said Noel Gallagher wrote one of the greatest songs you've ever fucking heard in your life.
Well, one of a few like that.
Yeah, one of a few. Uh-huh.
But that
know.
doesn't mean that doesn't
Hey,
mean that.
I liked more Quicksilver than I hated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Quicksilver's pretty.
Yeah.
What was
They're
that
not as
band
good
you
as
gave me?
Coliseum Street, though.
Badfinger. I think I like most of that album.
No, you did not. You're a dipshit.
I
But we
downloaded their whole discography. They have better songs in that album.
yeah, well, me and Lee reviewed the great album with Baby
Yeah.
Blue, and
So why'd you give me the shit album like you were just bitching at him for giving you shit album?
I didn't think it was a shit album. It's got Without You and No Matter What. I mean, Don't Dice is a great album.
Yeah, I like what 4 or 5 songs off that album. I think.
No, you hated it. You hated it.
Hey, but I played it on thatmetalstation.com because I'm not a hypocrite.
I'm Baby Blue is a phenomenal song. And yeah, Lee and I did the better one, but that was an accident, Mark.
Yeah.
That wasn't on purpose.
You guys need to listen to Honeymoon Suite. It's a great band.
No,
Canada.
No, if you're gonna send me some, what was that one band you love, Mark? That's bringing back rock. Tell me.
Rival Sons?
Yeah, right.
You won't listen to them. And I called you out on that shit. You sent me so many Oasis. I sent you 2 Rival Sun songs, and you won't
I
listen
do
to
not.
them.
For the fucking Christ, I do not. I do not send you Oasis anymore.
But you did for a long ass time.
One time because you love that band you're wearing on your t-shirt right there.
Yeah.
And I would think, well, maybe you would like it.
I put Oasis back in my top 40 bands. So
Lee's a smart guy. He will play like he don't like it, but he really does. But he will say he does.
I'm not smart enough to admit it. I'm not smart enough to hide it.
I'm just saying I don't know where your hate comes from, Night Ranger. Maybe because the secret of my success. Yes, that is a fucking
horrible.
It's not a Night Ranger classic.
But I kind of like that song.
But no, listen, I haven't finished. But it's a song I enjoy. I like the movie.
That producer,
huh? Well, you hate David Foster.
Yeah. David Foster.
When are we gonna review Chicago 17?
I'm down tomorrow. You want to do it tomorrow?
Shit. Well, gotta ask Jerry too. That'll be pissed off.
Well, Jerry's sick. Have Lee do it. I'll do it tomorrow. You want to do it tomorrow, Lee?
What?
Chicago 17.
Weirdly enough, I'll say yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. 2 p.m. Eastern, right?
Yes.
And we'll be on the same clock by then. So we're good.
Yeah.
And I have some interesting stuff to say about Chicago.
Let's do it. That's a non-Terror Cath. Peter Cetera leading the band. Let's do it tomorrow.
But he was on that album.
Yeah.
Oh, Lee, by the way, I know you're into the AI stuff now.
Yeah.
You're getting a lot of beautiful pictures of women shaking men's hands.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a chick that comes shakes your hand for 20 minutes. Are you gonna be happy for that?
I would be.
I know.
Well, I took it. He gave me that AI program, and I wanted to see stars naked and see if they could do it. So I said Christina Applegate with huge boobs and a hairy pussy, and it gave me nice shots of her. But the only thing that was sucked about the AI, when I asked for Catherine Bach, Daisy Duke, it gave her a young body and an old face. I was like, what the fuck is that?
But Lee,
you have to put in the search thing young.
I did put young, and they still gave me a wrinkled old fucking Catherine Bach with nice boobs.
But Lee,
All right.
this kid Travis, who has been on and off, he wants to do the Grease 2 review with us whenever you're ready.
I would like
Okay.
that kid to come back on this fucking show, man.
Well,
Shit.
it'll come, but he really was like, I told him, I said, me and Lee were talking about Grease 2. Then Lee got into this AI picture shit, and he got way into it. And I said, well, I forgot about it, but I mentioned to him. So whenever you want to, Wednesday, Grease 2, Lee.
Wednesday, okay. All right.
There
The
you go.
thing is, I'm gonna say, Travis, man, we need you on the BS sessions. There's a lot of fucking shit that I'm going, fuck, Travis would love this. Fuck, Travis would love
Yeah,
this.
because I
But
got
I'm
cut.
blocked. I can't ask you.
I got cut because of funding.
Dude, you're gonna be on January 4th episode of BS with the top albums of 2023. So
Of course.
yeah. But
All
man,
right.
Travis, man,
What?
you're a cool dude. I have nothing against you. You want to come on the show, man? Just unblock me, dude. I don't talk shit about that other
Do
dude.
the Pink Floyd this week because I can't do that.
I know I can't tell. I was gonna ask you to ask him if he wanted to do Pink
The
Floyd.
greatest album they made was Animals.
I was gonna ask you to ask him, but the thing is, when I ask you to ask somebody, you kind of get irritated at me. So I just
No, I
stopped.
don't. But Lee, out of all the Pink Floyd albums, what's the best album?
I always thought Wish You Were Here was the best. I will have to say though that it Welcome to the Machine was never really my favorite song, and that kind of brings it down a tiny bit, but everything else is wonderful. But I would say probably their two most interesting albums that I really like pretty much everything from start to finish, except for one song on one, which still is fine, would be the one that I like pretty much everything is Obscured by Clouds. The other one that I like pretty much everything except for one song would be More, and the one song I don't love is Green is the Color. To me, that sounds a little bit, even though I like folk, it seems a little bit too like, and I like Julie Andrews, but it seems more Julie Andrews folk than Dando Shaft folk, if you know what I
But we
mean.
did, me and you reviewed Saucerful of Secrets. And that was a
Okay,
fun album.
I don't remember all the albums that we've reviewed. I do
No,
them and
that
then
we
I
only
forget.
did one, me and you, and
Yeah.
it was
But I
Saucerful.
mean albums. Well, I mean albums. I don't remember everything that I've reviewed.
You know, we
I-
did Relayer by
mine.
Yes, which only had 3 songs.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, I
Yeah.
remember Mark made me do the Babies, and then
Mhm.
Lee made me do the next week that crappy Freaky Tooth or whatever that was called.
Spooky
And
Tooth.
that was Spooky Tooth.
And it wasn't even with fucking the guy from Foreigner. He wasn't in that fucking band.
That French guy kept it was the
Yeah,
worst thing.
Mick Jones wasn't in there. I go, oh, Lee picked Spooky Tooth. I get to hear some Mick Jones of Foreigner. No, Mick Jones isn't in that.
It was
Well,
horrible.
the album that Spooky 2 did with Mick Jones is one of their best albums.
Yeah, you gave me the shit album. Thanks.
No,
Well, he
I
picked
gave you
that
the
because
one
I sent
that
him
I
the
liked.
I sent him the song Freaky Teeth by Noel Gallagher, and he thought, oh, you'll like this.
No, I did it because I I had an attitude, and I wanted to do that album. I wanted to foist it on people.
Well, why did you
Well,
never
you
give me
did.
the good shit? You didn't give me the good. You never gave me the good Mott and the Hoople album. You gave me one that was cool, but it wasn't like
I
Mott and
told
Hoople.
you originally that I wanted to give you one of the weird ones, and you said okay. If
I
you
always
didn't
say
want
okay,
that,
but we never got to do a good Mott and the Hoople album.
there's one that you will probably think is their best, and there's one that I think is the best.
We never got to do the T-Rex album either, man. I wanted to do that also.
I
And more,
I don't really love T-Rex.
and more David Bowie, man. I want to do some more David Bowie.
I'll do David.
I'd like to do Tin Machine's second album with him.
We did the first one.
All right.
Well, I mean, David
I-
Bowie rules like before that.
Yeah, man.
So
So tomorrow,
Man,
I guess
nah.
it's going to be an. Are we going to put this?
Tomorrow
as
we're doing Chicago 17.
Yeah.
what
it's
time?
2
Eastern.
p.m. Eastern.
Huh?
2 p.m. Eastern.
All right. I guess I'd better get listening to it.
All right,
You
man.
better. But I mean,
Yeah.
first of all, no matter what, if Lee picked goddamn Tony Bennett and Chipmunk's greatest hits, I would do it.
I'm not gonna do Chipmunks.
We're gonna
Dude.
do. Oh, wait till our holiday special, Lee.
Mm.
Which you have to do every year now.
Ew.
Yes.
Oasis Christmas album?
No, I got one
Ew.
better for you.
He hasn't
I,
even told me what it is yet.
I don't
No.
like Christmas albums. The
Because,
only
well,
Christmas
it's
album
not
that
Christmas.
I like
No,
is
it's
a
not
certain
Christmas
album.
music. It's not Christmas music. Because we did
Yeah.
Damn Yankees, my first ever episode on the show, which gained some respect from Lee because I thought it was shit-tacular.
Yeah, you guys are dumb. That's okay.
And then we did the Shags the next year with Lee had a nervous breakdown. And
Sorry,
I
I'm not
was-
laughing at the nervous breakdown. I'm laughing at the shags.
I have
There you go.
something even better this holiday season, and it features a superstar of rock and roll.
Huh.
And it's considered one of the worst albums of all time with a
Hmm.
superstar on it.
Starship,
It's-
knee deep in a hoopla.
I don't get into that, who it is.
I'm
it's-
disappointed you took that away. I was looking forward to doing
It's
that.
our holiday tradition. An album that will melt down people and lose their shit. And that's the way it is. And Jerry will probably be on too, but
He will.
Well,
he has to be on the crap.
it's because
tradition.
it's like if I can't take what I've shoveled out, then I'm not that good of a man, right?
You gave me Mascara Sue, dude.
I don't hate that album. I used to listen
but
to
you
it
know-
myself for pleasure.
You know we wouldn't have liked it. You gave it to us because you know we would hate it. You're not dumb.
And by the way,
Correct.
the biggest freeform download ever was Meatloaf. I was brought on that in Ohio for a funeral. Did it in my car on my phone. I was kept on block until Mascara Sue. Thank you very much. But we did Use Your Illusions, which was a phenomenal episode, and Hysteria, which was phenomenal. And then after that, I was kind of like the third wheel on the Freeform Rock podcast.
Well, now you're the star. You've been elevated.
Well, there's a group. Hey, we should do a group, the Third Bardo. You know,
maybe.
They only have like about maybe 4 or 6 songs.
But
and singles.
we have to, on the Lee Gersman show, we have to finish the Quicksilver Messenger service. Whatever. We've done everything else.
I want Lee. I
there's
want,
way
I
too
want
many.
Lee to do
I'll do
Mesopotamia
I'll
by
do
the
a little bit.
B-52s.
All right. I'll do 3 or 4 more Quicksilver if we also
We
do
have
Dean,
to. We have to.
If we do Dino Valente's solo album as well.
Okay. Well, we have to finish whatever they've done because you listen to all of it. So
I'll put it to you like this: the stuff that Gary Duncan did on his own, and he slapped the Quicksilver name on it. I kind of don't consider that to be the group.
We got to do that too. We got to.
No, that stuff's crap. Sorry.
Oh
no,
Lord.
not really. But
See, yeah.
If it's not Scotch, it's just crap. Okay. Sorry.
But tomorrow we're doing Chicago 17.
Are we
with
putting that out
Alright.
tomorrow?
the Great Lee Gersman.
Is that going to be a
And on
midweek
Wednesday,
special?
we're gonna do the Grease 2 soundtrack with Lee Gersman and Travis.
I'll have to listen to both of those albums tonight. I got plenty of vodka ready.
Well, that Travis could be on any freeform episode too. I do admire that kid's opinions, and it made me sad when I can't talk to him anymore, because we could talk music all day, like me, you, Charles, and Jerry. Not Jerry, not so much because that guy's busy, but I could talk music with all three of you guys with no problem. It's like we could just snap back and forth. I miss that with that kid, man.
Well, he'd probably come back, but he was very excited about Grease 2 soundtrack, Lee.
Hmm.
Yeah. Tell him to unblock me and I'll unblock him.
Whether anyone should be excited about the Grease 2 soundtrack, I don't know.
Well, I have no idea how it sounds. So this will give me a chance to hear something that I never would have picked on my own. Whoopee.
Yeah, there you go.
Well,
And then
I
tomorrow-
actually did unblock Travis from all the groups and me, so he's unblocked with me.
So tomorrow, Chicago 17.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're the inspiration, Charles, man.
Thank you.
You bring meaning to my life.
That's not even my favorite song on the album.
Well, I know, but it was a good joke. But
It
let's
is
get
a good song. Great
the whole-
song.
Yeah. Well, no spoilers, man. All right, let's
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here. Later,
All
guys.
right.
man. All right, man. Peace.
Bye-bye.